Welcome back to the locker room. Dr. Mike Prince along with Coach Van Pettaway. Coach, how you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great. In another day that he's given all of us to make sure that we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. I'm just happy, Doc.
I'm happy, glad to be here with you, sir. Happy to have you on board with us. The picks were fairly middling this week. We'll go through those this week. Them old Missouri Tigers, oh my goodness.
Yes, Lord, and they came and laid a big egg in the state of Alabama.
Didn't you spot me 35 points? I thought you had spotted me 35. Or did I misinterpret that?
Yeah, you may have misunderstood that, but man, that was a beat down, boy.
Yeah, that was a beat down, beat up, shut up, and go in the house, give me your lunch money, everything, man. That was no. Well, at least the Panthers, even though for picking purposes, I didn't pick them on the books, but I had them in my heart, so they didn't let me down on that. But we'll break these down a little bit further along the way, and I guess we'll get these old grade books out for this week.
Okay, let's start. First up, we had Jackson State traveling all the way to Daytona Beach. Jackson State went down to play Bethune-Cookman. Jackson State won that game 37-17. I'm going to give Jackson State an A for doing what they're supposed to do on the road, and Bethune-Cookman will get a C out of me.
I gave an A and a C as well. I'm impressed with Jackson, man. It's been a slow, steady ride. They've been pretty strong and solid this season.
Yep. All right, and then out in the state of Texas, Grambling went into Texas Southern, and into Houston to play Texas Southern. Texas Southern tapped that head and won 24-17. I'm going to give Texas Southern an A, and Grambling's going to have to take a D on this one.
Well, I'm going to give Texas Southern A, even though I said they'd burn me along with Valley. I wasn't going to pick them no more. I'm giving Grambling a C, but then if you heard the latest of rumblings and scuttlebutts going on,
his pocket's going to be a little bit lighted.
Yeah, but he said he got the money to handle it, so you go ahead on and handle it. And he didn't like some of the calling. And I guess that's part of the frustration on any level and any coach or whatever their sport is. You want the stuff to be fair and balanced, but it's not going to always go the way you got it. But I gave him a C for that. It was a competitive game, but I was a little shocked at the press conference.
Right. And then of course we got Mississippi Valley going on to Arkansas Pine Bluff. Arkansas Pine Bluff won that game 35-21. I'll give them an A for that game, and Valley, I'll give them a C.
I gave Pine Bluff a B, and I gave Valley a C minus. Gave a C minus. Valley, we say it every week, it's like a broken record. They start off so strong, they just can't finish anything out, man. And I sure hope they don't find their way this week.
Yeah, and then we'll go down to Tallahassee, where Southern had to go down and face Florida A&M, where they haven't lost in almost 3 years on their home field. Florida A&M won that game 24-6. I'm going to give the home team, Florida A&M, an A, and Southern, they get a C minus for their effort.
Yes, sir. We're right along on that one. FAMU just ridiculously strong at home. Yep. Good program. And with the Southern lettering or grading, this was kind of the Southern I've been seeing. They've been skating on ice and getting away with the wins. I said an ugly win is a win, period. But I guess their true colors kind of showed to me this past week. And I gave them a C minus as well.
Okay. Well, and now it's down to our alma maters, and we both did the same thing. I went for my home team. I went with my heart instead of my brain. The Magic City Classic. Alabama State won that game 27-19. The score is a little bit deceiving. A&M scored all their points late. I'm going to give Alabama State an A for winning their third straight Magic City Classic. And I'm going to give my Bulldogs a D. I was very disappointed. disappointment.
I gave an A and a C. I gave an A to Alabama State. Very impressed. They were in control, as you mentioned, pretty much to start of that game, and they never looked back. And I gave A&M because they did show some fight toward the end, even though they were scrapped. I just gave them a C, though. I gave them a C.
Yeah. And then, of course, now your alma mater, PV, hosted Texas A&M Converse for homecoming. Prairie View won that game 34-27. I'm going to give the Panthers an A for that victory.
I'm excited. It was homecoming. I'm gonna give an A+. Even though it was 34-27, the score wasn't nearly as close.
Right.
The game, I should say, wasn't nearly as close as the score said. I was excited for them. Folks kind of looked at me sideways, Coach, when I did my pick last week.
Yeah.
Y'all just understand I was trying to make up some ground. They said, well, make up ground somewhere else.
Yeah.
Don't do it. I said, yes, ma'am, yes, sir. And I went on and took my lumps like a big boy. But thank goodness for the old PV Panthers coming through.
Right, they did an outstanding job. And then over in the MEAC, we both shot ourselves in the foot. Of course, we went with that Howard and Norfolk State game. Norfolk State won that game 21-20. All right, this week. Buddy. Yep. So Dawson Odom is having he's trying to rebound so that he can have a pretty decent year.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. All righty. November the 2nd. Here we go. Great matchups coming up. First up, Arkansas Pine Bluff at Jackson State for homecoming.
Jackson State, sir.
Oh, absolutely. There's no other way to put that with
yes,
as well as they're playing.
Yes, sir.
All right, now here's a game that's going to throw both of us. Grambling State at Bethune-Cookman.
It ain't going to throw me. I'm taking Grambling.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going with the G-men
yes,
as
sir.
well.
Yes, sir.
Texas Southern at Florida A&M, homecoming.
I'm taking FAMU, sir. They at home.
All day.
Yes, sir.
All day. Then we got Alabama State versus Alcorn and Mobile, neutral site.
Now, this is the one that's going to be the scratcher for me. Alcorn can't throw.
Yep.
And because of that factor, I believe Alabama State got a strong enough defense to dictate the flow of that game, and I'm taking the Hornets.
Yep, so am I. I'm taking the Hornets after what I saw Saturday.
You're live and living witness.
Look, live and in person. I saw what they're doing on that field.
What's so I'm a living testimony. Yes, sir. We're on agreement on that one, sir.
Yeah. All right. Now we're down to our alma maters. I'll go with you first. Your Panthers are headed down the Mississippi Valley. I don't see Valley doing anything with that.
Well, I'm hoping not to see Valley do nothing. If anything, there's always that sting jumping up and surprising somebody, and I hope it's not a Panther this year. The soul gets snatched by the devil. I'm picking the Panthers all day and twice on Saturday and Sunday.
Yep, so am I. All right, now here's the game that I have dreaded. Southern is coming to Huntsville to play Alabama A&M. And, I've been going with my heart all year.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you up front, I'm going with Southern.
Wow, Coach, we're going to split this week because I believe your Bulldog. I know you said you saw him live and live in color. But I've been telling you all season, I don't know what it is about Southern I can't put my finger on. But I think that Maine is going to be creative enough to outlast Southern this weekend. It's going to be close, but I think the Bulldogs will take it off.
Okay, so you going with them. All right, that's our split. And then I'm going to tell you, the game of the week, it might be the game of the year in the MEAC. North Carolina Central is headed to South Carolina State on a Thursday. That's the only thing I just hate it's on a Thursday because they're not going to have the fans that I really think they're going to need to pull it off.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go with Central on the road.
See, Coach, you make me have to make these picks so I can try to make up some ground. And I'll be like, and I know it's going to happen, but I got to make up some ground. And I sure ain't doing it against my Panthers this week. I'm going to have to take the home team, Coach.
Okay, well, that'll be the difference right there, then.
Yeah, I'm going to have to take the home team.
And I honestly feel like the winner of this game will end up representing the MEAC.
Okay.
I don't think the remaining games, I don't think either team will lose. So
right.
I think this is championship day Thursday night.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, we shall see after a while, then, won't we?
Oh, yes, we will. But this has been a very interesting year. We've had so many ups and downs with these teams in the SWAC, and when you look at it, every team has the same problem. They don't have a consistent quarterback. Quarterback play. Let's say that. They don't have consistent.
Yeah, they got a quarterback. They just got an imposter in position, so they don't have real quarterbacks.
Right, right.
And that's not trying to knock on it. It just is what it is. They are a rare commodity. When I say they, I'm talking about quarterbacks of value that can execute the plans the way the coaches draw it up on the boards. It's just a hard fix to find, and it's been that separating between the haves and the have-nots. Right,
and then in Alabama State's case now, they're on their fifth quarterback for the season. He's a true freshman. He started his second game in the Magic City Classic, and he had more poise than any other player on that field.
Wow.
So now with
their
defense,
you saying you were outplayed, Coach? You said they was just outplayed?
Yes. With their defense, Alabama State's defense, and that young quarterback hanging in there, Alabama State gonna be tough down the road now, down the stretch.
Well, they're the number 2 team right now in the East as far as standings and conference play, and they're poised to do their thing. But and I'm trying to think, have they faced Jackson yet?
That's what I'm getting ready to look for now. I don't
recall us picking that.
Right. I don't think those two teams have played yet. And that will be, Jackson State has to go to Alabama State November 16th. That'll be for the East title. Yeah, that'll be for the East title right there.
Right. If they hold position.
Yep.
Boy, that's going to be an epic battle, man.
Oh,
that's going to be an epic battle. Looking forward to that one. We got a couple of weeks before that one. As they say, breaks off. Boy, that ought to be something. If everybody can stay healthy, that's going to be something to see, Coach.
Yeah, and in the West, we just nobody wants to just run off and take the West. No one's taking control.
Yeah, well, it's wow. I know Southern's still on top, and to me, it's like I said, it's a deceptive top. Texas Southern, they're like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get. They never know. I mean, they look so promising. And I said I wasn't going to pick them no more, Coach. And I don't even know what the rest of their schedule is for the season. But they can fool around and win this West.
They got an outside shot. But Alcorn and Southern are both 3-1. So if Texas Southern has a shot, that means Pine Bluff got a shot because they both 2-2.
They are, but see, I'm believing that Alcorn and Southern are going to be neutralized this weekend, right? Mm-hmm. And who is Texas Southern? Texas Southern's playing. Who Texas?
Wait. They got Grambling. No, I'm sorry.
Grambling.
Yeah, just played Grambling. They're at Florida A&M.
Yeah, Well,
that's what I'm saying. But see, look, this is the reason why I say I don't think Texas Southern going to do it. They got to go to FAMU. After FAMU, they're at Alcorn.
But see, I think they can beat Alcorn. They beat Alcorn last season when it was on the line, when Alcorn needed that game.
But that was in Houston.
I know, Coach. I know.
Yeah, that was in Houston. I don't see them going to the reservation with Alcorn sniffing a title, and there's nothing else for them people to do but come down there and motivate Alcorn. That's going to be tough because now after that, after Alcorn, they have Bethune and Pine Bluff left on their schedule.
Right, and that's why I'm saying because of the current status for Alcorn's quarterback throwing inabilities, Texas Southern got a fighting chance. Now, I probably won't pick them because, they just been burning me on my picks. But they got a legitimate shot, man. But first, I just don't see them beating FAM.
Right, and that'll be their third loss.
I don't know.
Yeah, that'll be their third loss. I don't think you can win the West with 3 losses.
No, because if that's the case, my Panthers show must have a fighter shot at least.
Right.
But we got a pretty tall order here. We got Valley, FAM, Alcorn, and Alabama State.
That's tough there now.
Yeah,
that's tough.
Yeah. Not that I make any excuses. I don't believe in excuses. The Panthers they got a pretty tough schedule if you go back and look at it. But they still, let a couple games get away. But that's neither here nor there. But I don't like you say. The West is all undecided. It's, as they all say, the wild, wild West for real.
Yep.
And I guess they're gonna get their 6 shooters out and finish this thing out toward the end.
Right, but the only good thing about it, your Panthers got Florida A&M and Alcorn in Texas. So
no, we do have Alcorn in Texas. We sure do.
Right.
That's good looking out, Coach. Good looking out.
Yeah. But that game in Montgomery, where they got to go to Bama State. I don't see if Bama State is in the hunt. I don't see Bama State letting PV out of there.
Yeah, as I say, I got to November 23rd on that one. I got way too many other games that I got to be worried about these Delta Devils this weekend for real.
Yeah.
And hopefully we get down there to Ed Abena and be like old movie In the Heat of the Night, and we'll settle a little justice and come on back home and get out of there unscathed.
Well, I think with the momentum you all had coming out of homecoming, I think that'll help.
Well, it was good to see the beautiful sighting on campus. A good, strong turnout. Wasn't a sellout, but a good, strong turnout. I think 10,000 plus, something like that, actually in the stadium. But it's well over 50,000 people on the outside of the premises. Because it was a good, bad thing, man. When I say a good, bad thing, parking was crazy. Cell towers were crazy. But it was a beautiful thing of black people, all shapes, sizes, and color. Nobody and no real serious animosity, and just having a great, wonderful time, a good, safe, I almost said family union because that's what it felt like during homecoming. But it was good to see, and the momentum was good, and hopefully the collar got a little looser for Coach McDowell and staff so they can try to pick up some momentum starting this weekend.
Right. But you know what? That's a good problem for our institutions when you have so many people on campus. It creates a logjam because you do know that for that day you do have a good payday. But it comes with all kinds of issues. I know our homecoming was gridlocked, and like you mentioned about the cell towers and stuff, no phones were working. Parking was atrocious. And then we just experienced the same thing in Birmingham. I think our fans are complaining a lot because the city of Birmingham, they agreed to give each institution more money, and they took it out on the fans because our tailgating spots went from 120 to 400. All right,
wow.
We went from 120 to 400, and they had to turn people away from the tailgate spot. But one of the things that I think upset a lot of people, you had to be in your spot by 8:30 on Saturday morning. and the game's not until 2:30. And I think that was a bit much. They were not allowing you, even though you paid for your spot. If you did not get to your spot by 8:30 in the morning, they did not let you through, and that message did not get out to a lot of people. So there was a lot of confusion with that. The parking has always been an issue. They charge you $30 to park, and then on game day, some of those spots went up to $60 just to park. So the city of Birmingham is making a killing on the two institutions. That was the 83rd Magic City Classic, and if I'm not mistaken, I don't think either institution is taking home $1 million. But it's like a $35 or $40 million windfall for the city.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. Well, I don't. Well, I don't even know. I know it wasn't no $35 million in Prairie View, but it was a lot of dead presidents floating around the atmosphere.
Oh yeah.
And there was an old catch-22 that the local politicians pulled around in Prairie View. That they had this 45-day notice that you have to have. You're going to have parties or people over 100 people gathered together. And they locked down. No one really secured them permits this year. And you had LSU and Texas A&M playing up the road on the same day. And they had a strict towing law enforced. And man, when I tell you they cashed in, they cashed in. So, look, let me put this notice out there, Coach. For those of you who would like to attend Prairie View next season, 2025, Lord say the same, and the creek don't rise, the delay is coming. You can get in contact with me on my message. It's a YouTube channel on Xbox, Twitter, X, the Mike Prince Show. We have some parking spots available for you.
Oh.
You know. Yeah, they're not going to be $30, but it will be a fee to come with it. So y'all check us out and get you some good old fish and chicken dinners. Come on by to help the cause, and we'll go on and make sure you got and secured parking too, Coach. You ain't just parking and leaving.
Right.
You have somebody watching your stuff. So that's my little PSA plug for Homecoming 2025.
There you go.
Well, look, Coach, speaking of homecomings, we got to address the elephant in the room. It's outside of the SWAC, but we got to go on and address it. And we got to address the Colorado Buffaloes. They became bowl eligible last week. They are going to be playing Texas Tech this week. It appears they're in position for Big 12 contention.
Yep.
Have you bought the goods of Coach Deion Sanders and what he's doing at Colorado?
No, I'm going to tell you what I've bought. I've bought into Travis Hunter as being one of the most exciting football players in the last decade. I'm a Travis Hunter fan, and he just happens to be on that team. That's what I've bought into. And that coaching staff giving him the opportunity to display his talents on both sides of the ball, I think that's outstanding. So I'm more of a Travis Hunter. I'm pulling for that young man more so than Colorado. But they are making me a believer now because their defense. I thought they wouldn't have the defensive line to hold up in the Big 12, but they're proving me wrong.
Yes,
they're
sir.
proving me wrong.
Now, what about your voting on, and speaking of voting, go out there and cast your vote, whoever you vote for. It ain't our business, just go out there and vote. But what are you on Shedeur Sanders?
Not for the Heisman. The Heisman should go to Travis Hunter.
Okay.
Yeah, if I had a vote, I would be voting Travis Hunter, not Shedeur Sanders.
Okay. Do you see Shedeur Sanders being the number one quarterback taken in this upcoming draft?
No, I don't think I don't think he'll get that luxury. He'll be drafted. He'll be a first-round draft choice. But I don't think he'll be the first pick. Okay.
Do you think he'll be the first quarterback taken?
No. No, I still don't.
Not
I don't think he'll be the first.
Not the
I don't
first
think he'll
pick,
be
but
the
the
first
first
quarterback.
quarterback.
I don't think he'll be the first quarterback taken. I think the Adams kid. Okay? You got 3 or 4 quarterbacks that I think they will rank ahead of him in terms of being the first pick. I think his daddy will be negotiating on the side. I think they're going to try to pick the team that he goes to, and those teams may not draft that high. That's why I don't think he's going to be the first quarterback taken.
Well, in all fairness, and I hear people giving a lot of kickback on that, ain't no different than what the Mannings did.
Oh, right, absolutely. Yeah, I don't have an issue with that. With them trying to find the best fit for him. Yeah, I do not have a problem with that. And because they're trying to find the best fit, that's why I don't think he'll be the first quarterback taken. Because some of the 2 teams that I think that they're leaning toward, they're not going to have those top picks.
Okay, who do you think they're leaning toward, Coach?
Dallas and Denver.
Denver?
Yep. Right up the road, they in Colorado now. It makes it easy for Daddy to get back and forth.
Man, but Denver, they got their quarterback of the future in Bo, though, right?
Yeah, they got Bo Nix, but I think that politics will put Shedeur in Denver. And you don't think Dallas would take Shedeur?
Man, they would take him, but that would be a wasted pick because of the situation with Dak. Just my opinion.
Yeah, but I don't think they're happy. I don't think they're that happy with that. Even though they paid him all that money.
Not happy. They're not happy with Jerry Jones.
Yep.
But you can't get rid of fire him or trade him. They got more problems than just Dak.
Oh yes, that's true.
Way more problems than Dak. If I were to pick a dark horse, I could see possibly a security blanket for the Dolphins. That would be close to their home stomping grounds, being in the state of Florida.
Mm-hmm.
At least Deion's home. I could see Cleveland kicking the tires with the Watson situation and his injury, even though they have Jameis Winston, and who broke out good, but they're still not solely sold on Jameis Winston. And believe it or not, possibly the New York Jets.
Oh no! Ooh, that's the Jets. I think that would be too. New York is New York. I don't think he needs to be in New York. Yeah.
Think about it, Coach. He's been conditioned for the big stage and lights, right?
Yes.
Their quarterbacking situation, Mr. Rodgers, is not a beautiful day in the neighborhood for him in New York.
Right.
Okay. You could possibly have him learn what he could from Rodgers a year, because they still have another year at least committed to Rodgers on paper. I could possibly, and they're going to be somewhere in that position where they can make that happen, that kind of pick happen, if everything continues to go the way it's going for the Jets.
Right. That's now Jets would be in position to draft him early, but I think those other teams right now the way Miami's going, they may end up with a high draft choice because their season is in the tank.
Right, and if you look at the style of quarterback that Tua is at the Miami Dolphins, that fits Sanders, at least in my opinion.
Right. Their offense, you're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct.
So it's going to be interesting. Now, I don't know what the Panthers don't know what they're going to do, and I ain't talking about Purview. I'm talking about Carolina.
Yeah.
They don't know what they're going to do. He's
definitely not going there. I think that's one of the places Deion has already said they can forget it. Mm-hmm. That'd be a wasted pick.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they don't want him going there because he would get tore up down there. Yep.
And here's another grab out there. Because of the current quarterback situation and the future, the Los Angeles Rams.
Oh, yes. Yeah, now I can see him being in L.A. Yeah. I would think warmer weather. I wouldn't say Cleveland as much as L.A. and Miami.
Miami, LA. I guess those are the ones at least on the radar right at the top right now. But we'll see. But I'm serious, Coach. That New York Jet, man, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised.
Yep, Madison Avenue. Yep, they will
be. Start spreading the news. Well, we got these picks in, Coach, and hopefully we'll. Did we pick up MEAC game?
Yes.
We did. Yeah, we did pick up MEAC, man.
South Carolina State and North Carolina. Yes.
Yeah. And you didn't spot me no points, did you?
Oh, no, not at all. No. We're not in, hey, look, we're not in the point. We're not into that right now this year. No, we got to keep this lead. Yeah, we can't do that. We can't make mishaps like that.
Oh, okay. We got to keep the integrity of the league, Coach.
Yeah. We can't be giving up points like that.
Okay. Well, you can't hurt me for help me for trying, though, right? You can't hurt me for trying.
That's a good old try.
Yeah, I'm trying to find some bonus points anywhere I can, Coach, any way I can get it, man. Well, look, Coach, we want to give you some closing thoughts and comments for this week, sir.
Man, this has been very enlightening, and I really appreciate the opportunity, Dr. Prince, and I just want to encourage you to keep doing what you're doing, because I promise you, we need this out there. We need this out there. We need the truth, and that's what you're about. And I just want to thank you for accepting your assignment, sir.
Yes, sir. We accept it with they say with the full enchilada, and we're thankful to have you as a part of it. Those that listen and participate. Remember, people, there have been many people who have sacrificed blood, sweat, and tears and given their lives for us to be able to vote. I don't care who you vote for. Go out there and vote. Make it count. Don't complain if you're not going to get out there and vote. You know, don't be a part of the problem. Be a part of the solution, and go and cast your vote. Of course, early voting started, and of course, November 5th. I'm going to say 15th. If you vote November 15th, you sure enough missed it. Yeah. November the 5th, get out there and cast your vote. Coach, we thank you so much, sir, for being a part. He is the guru. Coach Van Pettaway. I'm the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Don't forget, you can follow me on Twitter X at The Mike Prince Show. Subscribe to the YouTube channel at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Go and visit our website at obnradio.com for our 24-hour stream. And don't forget, man, you do make a difference. I got to exit stage left for right now, so until the next time, you guys be blessed. And we'll see you on the other side.